gun advocates filed this case with Heller. Heller is, most people who are in, Second Amendment advocates, they know of Dick Heller because he was part of the group that successfully sued the district in 2008. So the whole ghost gun case came about because Heller went to North Carolina, and I think he bought a 9mm gun kit from a seller in North Carolina. Because of DC's laws, he's not able to actually have the gun here. So what they're challenging in court is the notion that DC actually has a ban on things like ghost gun because it infringes upon your right to bear arms. This is actually part of a longer history with Heller and gun advocates here in D.C. because in 2015 they successfully sued in court, and because the D.C. did not want to actually take this and lose again all the way up at the Supreme Court level, that's how we ended up getting concealed carry. And they actually relaxed bans on things like stun guns. If you go back to 2008, the original Heller decision, what a lot of people don't know is that prior to Heller, DC was governed under the Firearms Control Regulations Act, I think of 1975, which meant that DC residents could not have guns. Well, in order to own a gun in DC, the gun had to be unloaded, unassembled, or with a trigger lock in your own home. This is because of the 1975 decision, and even because of that 1975 regulation, the only guns that could be registered in DC were guns that were registered prior to 1975. My liberal friend who's actually watching this, he's the one who explained this to me because he's a big Second A advocate. Now, part of the reason that the biggest reason that I chose this topic, because it shows conservatives that we don't have to always go around trying to get people to become conservatives or register as Republicans. There are issues that we can actually agree on, and Second Amendment is a very big thing. I'm actually working with the Heller Foundation now on trying to provide gun safety training, right. Try to get people registered for guns, even the concealed carry licenses. Domestic Violence Awareness Month is approaching. So I'm actually going to be working with the Heller Foundation to try to get personal protection training here for residents in DC, because these are things that conservatives can do, and we have the resources to do it. And this is how we can make inroads, not by just knocking on doors. We can actually make inroads substantively around policy, and Second Amendment is a very big thing.